sex is spiritual. And I don't mean like some light some candles and play Sade, sweetest taboo type of spiritual. Although they do sound kind of good. Hey everyone, I am Nataki, the healer, and it's time for another PHAT Talk. All right, beautiful beings, let's talk about something that we don't talk about enough. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that make me. Yes, sex. Not the performance, not the highlight reel version you see on screen. I'm talking about the energetic exchange that happens when two bodies become one. Because here's what they don't teach you in health class or in church or in those awkward conversations that your parents was trying to have with you. Sex is spiritual. And I don't mean like some light some candles and play Sade, sweetest taboo type of spiritual. Although they do sound kind of good now that I think about it. No, I'm talking about when you share your body with someone, not just swapping fluids. I'm talking about I wish they would have told me that you're swapping frequencies, creating chords, you're linking your spirit to theirs. And depending on who they are, that link can either elevate you or it could drain you for years. We call those soul ties. And they are real. Now, religion will tell you to wait until marriage. And a lot of people think that that's about control and making God happy and about some old school purity thing. But if you strip away the dogma just for a second, what if it's about protecting you? That's the thought, right? Your body is a temple. Not because somebody said it in a verse that you memorized, but because it literally is a temple. It's housing your spirit. That's where your spirit lives. And every time you let someone in physically, emotionally, energetically, you're giving them access to your inner sanctuary. So the real question is, are they worthy of that access? Before you get intimate with someone, before you merge energy with theirs, ask yourself these questions. 1, do I feel safe with this person? Not just physically safe, emotionally safe, spiritually safe. Can you be yourself with this person? Can you speak your truth? Or are you performing just to keep them interested? Because we be doing that sometimes. I mean, maybe that's just me. Maybe I've done that before. That nobody else have ever did that before. 2, do you trust their energy? What do they carry? What are they healing from? What are they running from? Because whatever they're carrying, whatever they're running from, you're about to carry it too. You're about to be running too. And 3, am I doing this from a place of wholeness or from lack? Are you seeking a connection just to fill a void? Or are you seeking a connection and coming from a place of wholeness? Are you choosing this person just to avoid being alone? Because there's a difference. And 4, what do you want this to mean? And more importantly, what does this person want it to mean to them? Because if you guys aren't aligned and on the same page, you're creating a tie with 2 different intentions, and that's confusion. And confusion creates chaos, baby. You know? And not just simple chaos. Chaos in the spirit. 5, am I ready to carry their energy? Because you will. 4 days, 4 weeks, and sometimes for years. Let me tell you about something called a spiritual STD. You know how you can catch a physical infection from someone? Well, you can catch a spiritual infection too. Their anxiety, their depression, their unhealed trauma, their anger, their fear. You sleep with someone and suddenly you feeling those things. Have that ever happened to you? Like suddenly you're drained, suddenly you're anxious for no reason, suddenly you're thinking about them obsessively, even though you know that they ain't worth your time and your energy. That's not love. Not beautiful. That's called a soul tie. And soul ties don't just happen from sex either. They happen from deep emotional intimacy without boundaries, trauma bonding, long-term relationships, even toxic ones, sharing sacred parts of yourself with someone who wasn't ready to hold them. They weren't ready to hold your feelings. They weren't ready to hold your emotions. They weren't ready to house your spirit. Right? But when you have sex, now, sex amplifies that, because when you merge your bodies, you merge your aura, you merge frequencies, you literally become entangled on a spiritual level. Let me tell you a story. Not because I owe anyone my business, but because some of you need to hear this so you don't make the same mistake I watched someone else make. In 2024, my husband DJ transitioned. He passed away. And for those of you who know me, you know that personally, that loss, it cracked me wide open in places that I am still learning to heal and hold together. And about 4 months later after that, I entered into an intimate relationship with a longtime friend, and I'm not gonna say his name. I got together with a longtime friend, and he was my photographer, and we'd known each other for years. And we traveled together for about 7 months, and we got close, really close. He told me he thought that I was his twin flame, but I knew he was not my twin flame. DJ was my twin flame. But he was a soulmate, maybe not karmic even. He was just someone I needed to learn from, and he needed to learn from me. So in August of 2025, we separated. We got into a heightened altercation, and it got slightly physical, and he left to go live with his parents. We were still together in every way though. We were still intimate. We were still planning futures, just living separately while we figured things out. Then in October, I found out he had started seeing someone else, sleeping with her. Almost immediately after he had moved out with me, for me, he started sleeping with her. And when he told me, the first thing that I said to him was, "You just created a soul tie outside of us." I told him, now someone else's energy is woven in our relationship, and you're housing both of us in your field. And he said he wanted to come back. He wanted to come home. But I already knew he was facing an internal battle he wasn't even prepared for, because now he wasn't just carrying me and him, he was carrying her too. And this woman, well, she practices sex magic. Now, I don't judge people's practices, but I know energy. And I know that when someone uses sex intentionally to bind or to control you or to manipulate you, that's not love. That's entanglement. Still fighting. She told him he can never ever talk to me or see me again, and she keeps him at church 3 times a week, which is interesting because she also watches my Facebook story once a week and sometimes calls to keep tabs on me. Now, when I told her I had moved on, she called me a whore, said that I had got over him heck fast, and I told her, chick, check this out, I practice tantra. I don't sleep with multiple people at once. I don't rush into sexual relationships. When I'm stepping out of one, I go and I clear my energy, right? Now, do you? That's what I asked her, do you? And I'm asking you, do you? When you step out of one relationship and into the next, do you clear your energy? Do you take the time to clear the energy? And I'm not sharing this to air anyone out. Like, by all means, I'm not airing nobody out. I share this because this is what soul ties look like in real life. He made a choice, and that choice created a cord that he now can't untangle from without doing some serious spiritual work. Like, he got to do some real spiritual work. He's bound, not because she's better than me, not because he loves her more than me, because he didn't understand the energetic weight of what he was doing. He thought it was just sex, but it's never just sex, y'all. He's carrying her energy, her intentions, her control. And She uses that tie to keep him close, to keep him isolated, to keep him from anyone, including me, who might remind him of who he was before she wrapped herself around his frequency. That's a soul tie. It's beautiful. That's what happens when you don't protect your temple. That's what happens when you let someone in without asking the questions first. Okay? So when I say ask yourself if this person is worthy of access to your energy, I'm not being dramatic. I'm speaking from a place of experience. I watched someone that I care about very deeply get spiritually entangled because he did not take the time to clear, because he didn't understand that everybody you touch leaves a mark on your spirit. Everyone. I took my time. I cleared my field. I honored the love that I had with DJ. I released the tie that I had with him, and I moved forward whole, not bitter, not broken, but whole. Because I know how to protect my temple. And now I'm teaching you how to protect yours. So, how do you break a soul tie? Well, I'm glad you asked. How you break a soul tie is 1, acknowledge it. You can't break what you won't admit exists. Say it out loud. I have a soul tie to this person and it's time to release it. 2, forgive them. Forgive yourself. This isn't about saying that, what they did was okay. It was not okay. What they did was not okay. This is about releasing the energetic charge so that you're not carrying their weight anymore. 3, return what's theirs, okay? Return it. Return it and reclaim what is yours. Visualize it. See the cord. See yourself cutting the cord with intentions, not with anger, but with clarity. I return your energy to you. Say it. I reclaim my energy as my own. I release this tie with love and finality. And 4, cleanse your energy. Take a soft bath. Burn sage or Palo Santos. Pray, meditate, move your body. Get their frequency out your field. 5, give it time. Because soul ties are strong, man, and it takes time. Especially if the relationship was long or intense. Be patient with yourself. You're not weak for still feeling. You're healing. And speaking of time, how long should you wait between partners? That has been a question that people have asked me. Well, Nataki, how long should you wait? How long did you wait before your husband? How long after the person passed? How long? Here's the truth. There's no magical number. But energetically, you need time to clear, to remember who you are and who you are without their influence. You know what I'm saying? To recalibrate your frequency, to heal. I say at least 3 months. Longer if the relationship was deep. Because if you jump from one person to the next without clearing the last one's energy, you're just stacking soul ties on top of soul ties. And beautiful beings, let me tell you, that's how you end up feeling lost and confused and like you don't even know yourself anymore. And wondering, going down that well of what woes me and what did I do? You know what I'm saying? And feeling sorry for yourself. Now, let's talk about partnership, because intimacy isn't bad. Okay? Connection isn't bad. Sex isn't bad. Turn off the lights. Okay, okay. Sorry. Sex is not bad. It's sacred. And when it's with the right person, at the right time, with the right intentions, it's one of the most powerful experiences you can have. True partnership, 2 whole people choosing each other, 2 healed or actively healing spirits supporting each other, 2 frequencies that elevate when they merge, not drain. It's about amplifying each other, okay? And in its sacred partnership, sex becomes more than physical. It becomes alchemy. That's where tantra comes in. Tantra. I said tantra. Now, tantra isn't just spiritual sex. It's about moving sexual energy through your body for healing, creation, manifestation, all those good things that I do and I love. And here's the wild part. You don't even have to have sex to do it. You don't even have to be aroused to do it. Kundalini energy sits at the base of your spine. And when you learn to move it, you can use it to heal your body and activate your creativity and manifest your desires and connect with your higher self. You can transmute that energy from physical desire into spiritual power. So, if you're taking a break from intimacy, if you're abstaining, if you're in a season of celibacy, if you're not just, interested in getting down with the get down, you're not wasting that energy. You start to learn how to redirect that energy. Okay, so let's do a quick exercise. All right, ready? Okay. Gotta clear my energy so I can do this exercise with y'all. Okay, so moving sexual energy through the body. Okay, so sit down and close your eyes and place one hand on your lower belly, right? Just above your navel, below your navel, and breathe deep. Okay, breathe deep and slow. As you inhale, imagine a warm, glowing light at the base of your spine. Maybe it's red, maybe it's golden. Whatever color feels right. That's your life force, your creative energy, your power. Now as you breathe it in, imagine that that light is rising slowly up your spine, through your sacral area to your creativity, through your solar plexus, that's your confidence, through your heart, that's your love, through your throat, that's your truth, through your third eye, and that is your vision, all the way to the crown of your head, your connection to source. And as you exhale, let that energy shower down around you like a waterfall of light, cleansing your entire field. Do this for a few minutes every day if you can, and watch how your energy shifts. Watch how you stop needing someone else to make you feel whole, because you already are. Soul ties are real. Spiritual STDs are real, but so is your power to choose who gets access to your temple. So before you let someone in, ask yourself, trust your intuition. Your energy is sacred. You are sacred. Treat yourself accordingly. And if you've been carrying ties that don't serve you, it's time to cut the cords and reclaim your energy and step into your next season, clear, whole, and free. Y'all ready for some guided ASMR? Okay, here we go. If you're ready to release a soul tie, clear your energy. If you're ready to release a soul tie, repeat these words with me, out loud if you can, in your heart if you can. I acknowledge the connection I had with this person. I honor what we shared, but I release what no longer serves me. I forgive them for any harm caused. I forgive myself for any harm I caused. I cut the cords that bind us. I return their energy to them with love. I reclaim my energy as my own. I am whole. I am free. I am sovereign. And so it is. Breathe. Feel the release. You did the work. Now let it go. I am Nataki, the healer. I appreciate you being here for this PHAT Talk. I appreciate you being open. And I just want to let you know that I see you. If no one else, if you're feeling like you're not seen, if you're feeling like you're not being felt, I see you. I feel you. And I appreciate you. And if this PHAT Talk or any of my PHAT Talks resonate with you, feel free to reach out at dearphatlife@gmail.com. That's DEARPHATLIFE@gmail.com. Until next time, you guys, I'll see you soon. Make some fat moves today.
I had a conversation, with 4 others. They said they never named each other, we never had real mothers. But that goes a little deeper than you know. Gotta give it to you in little bite size so you can grow. Little by little, I'm inspiring your mental. And I be Lady Keys, left fat moves, and I not be instrumental. I said I not be instrumental. Cause I'm so many vibes.